Hi, I'm Carrie White with ITSEC TV, and I'm here with Lieutenant Colonel Sharsh. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we are at Operation Blended Warrior, and tell me a little bit about what was taking place today and how this was different from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah. So yesterday in the previous blocks, it was more of the kind of the road to conflict. Obviously, we don't just jump into a conflict in the middle. We start with minor things happening and then things escalating to more and more conflict. So now we're at a point where we're still trying to provide stability operations within Balboa, but the northern country of Anderson is becoming more aggressive in their posture, and they're trying to take advantage of the political instability. So as that's occurring, we have limitations on how we can act and respond to the threats that are occurring. So,
what are some of those limitations?
So we have enemy air defenses, surface-to-air missiles that we have to worry about. There's obviously a MiG aircraft that we have to worry about that are coming in and coming into the southern areas where we're trying to provide that stability operations.
So what steps are you taking to overcome some of these challenges?
So initially our rules of engagement were set very tight. We didn't want to escalate this any more than necessary. But as the situations change, the National Command Authority changes their rules of engagement. So they loosen those up. So now we have more freedom to engage those enemy air defenses and threats that are preventing us from being able to provide that stability. So that lets us be a little bit more aggressive in taking out those threats proactively versus having to work constrained in a box to try and protect and maintain that the peace in Balboa.
That's the live jet, and it's completely pulled into the simulation environment, and they're interacting as if everybody's down in Southern California or off the coast there. The jet in Iowa thinks that it's in Southern California. The jets, of course, over on the show floor, they don't care where they're at. They're happy to be wherever we tell them to go. But this is live video streaming from the jet as it's flying airborne. We've got a utility data link that's pulling the simulation data off the jet and pulling the instrumentation also, and sending it to the show floor of a long-haul data link. And then after we bridge it onto the network, we get it back onto the show floor so everybody else can see it. So yeah, you're actually observing us doing an experiment right now just to see how this would be used in the real world. And that's kind of part of our test, and also part of the goals here for us this week is to not just show that it can be done, but how it can be useful. So in the cockpits, both here on the show floor and in Iowa, we've got experienced aggressor pilots, and part of their job is to let us know what we're doing that makes sense, what we're doing that's kind of stupid, what can we do better, and how they might be able to take advantage of the capability in an additional setting.
And I'm Carrie White with ITSEC TV. Stay tuned for more.